Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to take a look into the Target Star Wars TIE Fighter darts. Now, these darts are 90% tungsten, come in 24 grams, and inside the box you're met with the following. If we open up here, the box intact. Here we go. So, you've got your premium Star Wars Swiss point key, as you can see there, the chain, lifetime guarantee with the 1 month darts counter membership included, and then the darts. Let's take a closer look. Now, starting with the flight, you're met with the Target Pro Ultra Flight, which they've done in the TIE Fighter logo. You then got the Star Wars Target Pro Grip shafts. Onto the points, they're the Swiss Storm Onyx 30mm black points. Feel quite nice. And then you have the barrel, which looks like that. Now, I've brought this over to the board just to get a closer look at it. And as you can see, it's split into kind of 3 different types of grip. We've got this grip here, which I would say is quite grippy. This is probably about 7 or 8, just that little bit. Now, the pattern bit, obviously it's very detailed, looks very nice. That isn't particularly grippy. It obviously has a little bit, but it's more kind of like a surface feel as opposed to like a grippy feel up here. And then you've got the point, which is kind of in between the two. It's definitely more grippy than this, but it's not as grippy as this. So depending on where you hold it will kind of depend on how you find it and how it feels. But yeah, it certainly could work depending on you. Now, with these darts, they do retail at £100. Personally, I think it's quite expensive, especially considering what you get inside the box. It's not like the other premium ones that you met with a tin that has quite a lot of different accessories in. It doesn't have like the molded flight system or anything like that. Although for a collector's item and someone who does like Star Wars, then it certainly could be something worth having and buying for yourself. As a dart to throw, it's going to depend on the person. I'd probably say there's much better value for money, but it is of course a nice design, so if it did feel right for you, then it's certainly worth a go. What I'll do is I'll throw 30 darts with them now, so 10 rounds at the board, and we'll see how we get on. Now, for these 30 darts, I don't want to, of course, ruin the flight and stems with it being a dart that I'm not going to personally be keeping myself. So I've just put some standard K-Flex on. I don't really expect anything too major from these, but we'll give them a throw and see how we get on. Right, so 30 darts at the board. Let's see how we get on. We hit treble 19. Don't know what happened with the first one, but hopefully we can get better than that. It's not a bad dart. It's like in the 19s. Oh, and a treble 17. Weren't the intended target, but for a score, 57, 108, 128, you're not gonna moan. That's unlucky. only 40, but they are in the right areas. As in, if you're going to hit 40, if they're going to be that close to the treble, then like that is not. So they do seem to be a little everywhere. They're not the type of dart that I throw usually. It's a different style. So I don't even use K-Flex really, so it is something completely different for me. But as I say, they do feel like I could probably get used to it if I wanted to. But again, for the £100 price point, I don't think I'd personally be going for it myself. Anyone who has these darts, please do let me know below how you found them. If you agree with what I've said here, that's a good bullseye. Or if, of course, you've had a different opinion, it'd be interesting for me to know. Yeah, I do. As I say, I do feel they are a good dart, but if they were at, say, the £60 price point, I might have had a bit more, not nicer things to say, because I don't really think I've said anything bad about them, but yeah, for £100, especially when for £100, if you look at like the sets that Mission have released and Harrows have released, then you know you're getting much more in it. It's not just a dart, whereas this one is. Right, we don't seem to be getting much better with them, so I'll do 6 more, see if we can hit anything. I'd say where I'm holding it isn't particularly grippy, so it's not a struggle, but if I held it at the back, then you never know. Another 45. So that is my little review on the Target TIE Fighters. As I say, let me know if you agree, if you've got a different opinion or what you think. Any comments will be much appreciated. And I do have a lot more darts that I am going to be reviewing, so please do give me a subscribe if you can, and there's plenty more to come. Thanks for watching, and see you at the next one.